Honestly, so it'll just be like poo downstairs and that's it. I've got to go down and clean up.
Music to my ears. I can get on with my game and, well, work I've got to fucking do. And my
Hey,
game.
by the way, mate, you know what? If you need to, mate, I can happily just do it on my own. If you're stuck and stuff, I don't want you. I don't
Oh,
want to feel like you're obliged to do it. You know what I mean?
I'm not stuck.
You know what I mean? Because obviously I like doing it with you, but obviously I can do it on the live Q&As on my own if it needs be. But I'd rather do it with you, but I don't want to feel like you're obliged to do it. Do you know what I mean? Do you get me?
No, I'm
Are you-
alright. I'm good. I'll tell you if it fucking counts anyway.
Yeah, I know. I know you would. You'd tell me straight anyway. Like I said, it took Mark dying in hospital to flip a name, miss it. And he still got up and worked this morning.
Mad, innit?
Psycho. Oh my god. Yeah, so we get a few people in the TikTok, and then we'll get YouTube a bit of a time to kick in, and then we'll get going. Oh, yeah. Feels like the same sickness just kick me ass again, mate. So you just come back with like a second round.
Yeah.
Right, you're just coming to TikTok. Hi, Scouts Aviation. I don't know if the YouTube's on just yet. It's still saying connecting on my end.
Can't see
Are you
it
still
on
all
the...
loading up, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Am I live? Yeah, I'm
It's
live.
live now.
Right. Yeah, we've got two people on YouTube. Got a few on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a couple of people in. To give everyone a chance just to come in, Mick, innit?
Yep.
But otherwise, with Mark being gone, we'll just make it a little, even if it's a half an hour or not. At least something goes live today, doesn't it?
Oi.
Mate is on Uber radar. Yeah, sporty, go on, mate. I'll cover that in a second. Just haven't started just yet. But I actually got a phone call from a solicitor last night asking about it. I'll actually bring that up, mate.
Yeah, because I don't know what this is.
Just Uber tip radar. But I'll tell you about it. Mate is on Uber radar. Liverpool FC. Let's
Let's
get
do
going,
it.
mate, innit? Let's get going.
Go for it.
Right? Oh, well, you can all hear us anyway. Right, guys, welcome to episode 21 of DM Podcast. I'm with Mick, Scouse Aviation on TikTok. Go check him out. Unfortunately, Mark is in hospital. He's got a bit of a lung issue. So he's A, struggling to breathe, so he couldn't come on anyway. And B, yeah, it actually seems like it's quite serious. So hopefully he'll pop on in TikTok sometime today, TikTok chat or YouTube chat, just to give us an update on how he is. But he's in a pretty bad way with his lungs. Mild COVID. No, it would be something serious, isn't there? But obviously, as we start always with our podcast, we always start with what we're up to or what we've been up to today. I'll start because it's nice and sweet. I had a couple of little jobs early in the week. I've got nothing today. I've been on dog duty, house duty, and then just doing YouTube podcasts, and then doing a TikTok and editing later on. So no physical driving other than the school run to pick my kids up. And yeah, no airport work, no Uber, nothing like that today. And a bit of a quiet one other than this. And yeah, Mick, how about yourself, lad? What have you been up to this morning? What have you got on for the rest of the day?
Pretty much the same as you, to be fair. Just more family life happening. And yeah, when done a job yesterday morning to the airport, and that's the only job I've had this week up to now.
Is that Liverpool or Manchester?
Manchester Airport.
Yeah. It was quiet. It was very quiet in December, innit, for the airport work.
So, but there's been I've had I feel like I've had more bookings for people going away, before Christmas this year than any other. It might be the same. I might be just thinking it, but every time I'm seeing bookings coming in and they're going over Christmas, and I'm like,
Oh, do you mean actually
Christmas
travelling
and New
over
Year.
Christmas, like escaping Christmas?
Yeah, so I've had one come in. I've had the Birmingham Airport book going away on Christmas Eve morning,
Yeah.
and then I've got a Christmas Day booking 3 a.m. in the morning. And I think I've got like 3 on Boxing Day.
What are you charging now? Because you're doing time and a half or double?
Double. We always do double.
On what though? On all the 3 days?
So Christmas Eve doesn't kick in until like 4 p.m.
Yeah, fair.
Oh.
Normal day, innit? It's a normal working day, Christmas Eve, innit?
Christmas Eve is, yeah. So 4 p.m. onwards, it goes double then. Right through until 6 a.m. the day after Boxing Day.
Fair enough, lad. So you're getting some good rate. That Birmingham one must be
Actually,
some tonny. Is
4
that
a.m.
Birmingham one
Sorry.
like close to 2 ton then, or what? 4 ton.
Well, no, because that's
350.
Christmas Eve morning.
Oh, was it the Christmas Eve one, was it?
Yeah, that's Christmas
That
Eve
would have been nice
morning.
on Christmas Day, wouldn't it? Nice little 4 ton on Christmas Day.
The Christmas Day is only in Manchester, it's only a car job, which is like 150 quid.
Still.
3 a.m. Christmas morning.
Yeah. Are you doing that, do you reckon, or do you reckon to leave that to the drivers? You're going to have it off for Christmas or what?
It's only a car, so I'll probably offer it out, to be honest.
See, with me over Christmas, I've never worked the 3 days, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. But I think this year, if something pops up, I might go, if it's a big one, I might go and do it purely because my kids now, they don't really care about it too much. Like the magic's gone a bit and all that, do you know what I mean? So
I normally do Boxing Day. If there's any work Boxing Day, I'll work it, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But this year, I think I'm going to do, if I've got no bookings in and things, I think I'm going to do days on Uber.
Interesting. Get the shop, isn't that in?
Yeah, just to see what it's like. But I'm open the dynamic pricing will work in our favour more than
There's the lack of drivers.
it's the lack of drivers for one, but also Uber in the mindset knowing drivers need to be put on extra wage. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if that's going to be a thing. That I don't know because I think that was the last year before even before dynamic pricing. Christmas fell on it. I am off peak. I think it was like a Wednesday or something last year. And literally like 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, if there's no surge, you were on the minimum fare.
Yeah, I can get that, but that was the same as when it was surging. If there was loads of drivers out, it wouldn't surge anyway. Do you know what I mean? Whereas dynamic pricing might.
Because like I said, Uber's priority is just get the passengers picked up, innit?
Yeah.
And if they know that they're not going to get picked up at a lower rate, they're going to have to up the rates, aren't they, Christmas Day?
Yeah, this is where I don't know. It was dynamic pricing in last year, and everyone I've spoke to can't really answer it.
No, don't think so.
This I don't know whether
I think it come out there. I think it come out this year. I think this summer.
Yeah, so I don't know whether it'll work in our favour or not.
Jim's just popped in. One of our members. No, Mark, not the same without the three amigos. I know Jim. He's in hospital, lads. Anyway, with his lungs. Hopefully, while we're on, he will pop in and give us an update that he's not dying. Like Andy Neary, me accountants, afternoon all. Hello, Andy. David Derry, no Sage on Xmas Day. Well, last year, Sage is low in Blackpool. Probably won't this year, mate. Everyone knows about it now, don't they? They're all going to flood there now. And also, they got their own ops license now, so
I'm
they
in
get their own
Blackpool
drivers
on the
board.
weekend for daughter's dance competition. I might switch it on for a few hours because there's times in between things where she.
For what? I missed the first bit, sorry, mate.
I'm in Blackpool on the weekend for my daughter's dance competition.
He'd be busy though.
It's just what I mean by like a lot of family stuff going on. She had the showcase on the weekend gone. I've got a competition 2 days on next weekend. It's just loads going on, mate. So I might. I'm tempted. I don't even like working Liverpool, never mind Blackpool, but
Even if you get a couple of cheeky little Sage XLs or something, just to touch, you know what I
I'm
mean?
sitting there with me
Cherry pick.
thumb up, yeah. So I might as well see what it's like, mightn't I? Because it's supposed to be mega in Blackpool, isn't it?
By the way, someone just put, you guys spend more time on TikTok than Uber. Tell a lie, mate. We spend about 45 minutes a week on TikTok. I probably spend less on Uber, like, but no, what's up? We don't, mate. We just, everything's pre-recorded in one session, and then it's spread over the full week. So, like, we do this for an hour, and that's all we do. And then I go behind the scenes, chop it all up, and put it all into videos. He's just thought, okay. Also, Sporty's mentioned about on TikTok about Trip Radar. Now, quite fun little fact is I had a solicitor phone me last night asking about it, that he might be doing an article about the Trip Radar, because they're going to be, someone's put a petition in saying it's unsafe. But I don't know if it differs down in London, but Trip Radar got fixed up north. So just to confirm, Mick, remember when Trip Radar first come out, I don't know if you were on at the time, you'd throw a list of jobs out to you, like a book, and you'd have to scroll through and have a look and read
Yeah,
and
yeah.
click which one you want while you're driving, which was unsafe. So then what Uber done is they brought it out where they'll show up the Trip Radar like a normal job if you're over 10 mile an hour. But if you parked up, they'll show it again as a normal job where you swipe through with your thumb, a
Yeah.
little bit like Tinder, to pick your job, right? But it still shows up like a normal job with the normal information, but it says match instead of
Yeah,
accept.
yeah.
But there's I don't know why, but there's a petition going around to say that it's unsafe. And I don't know if it's because I know it's recently launched in London. I don't know if Trip Radar in London has launched the way it used to be, where it was unsafe, or I don't get it. But it's that ACDC again, you know, the union, the ones that done the good job of the dynamic pricing and stuff, and all that will come in. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Trip Radar, guys, down south, but up here it's kind of the same as normal now. Yeah, it is fastest finger first, but it shows you all the information up front. But yeah, James Pratt, Trip Radar is very unsafe, Matty. Go on, James, can you tell me why, please, mate? And how does it differ to a normal job offer? Yeah, we've got it here in Liverpool, mate. But I don't think it differs between a normal job offer, mate. In my opinion, anyway.
I don't get how they say it's unsafe if it's the same as a job offer. It's
I don't
exactly
know.
the same as a job offer.
And I'd say the job offer, you could say that's a bit unsafe because all the information we covered about that the other week.
Yeah.
So you could kind of counter argument that, but specific to Trip Radar, I don't know how it's unsafe. Yeah, sure, give me a sec. Yeah, I know what it is, mate. Do you know what I mean? No, but like if the Trip Radar, yeah, offers a job and then you got to click match and then you might get the job, you might not get the job. But I don't know how it differs from just a normal job offer. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, dynamic pricing started with fixed fares, lads. So it was last year. What do you mean dynamic pricing started with fixed fares? Fixed fares was before dynamic pricing, man. Have I read that wrong, Danny? Every time I've been on minimum £30 an hour before expenses. Oh, in Blackpool. Yeah, that's at the beginning. It's going to catch up, mate. Oh, there you go. Ben's just come in. Trip radar in London, the same as you described. Single offer card when moving. James Pratt, yeah, you get all the information, but it'll send you free at a time and you have to log into the screen to see the other jobs. And
Is
also very
that
distracting the way it makes you rush to the fastest finger.
yeah, but is that when you're stationary it does that? Because
Yeah, you
when
got to
we're
swipe through when it's
stationary,
stationary.
we get them stacked up behind when we're stationary. But
The
when
only
we're
thing he's probably
moving,
thinking then, because it is fastest finger, do you know what I mean? Where a normal job offer, you got 10 seconds, haven't you? You can maybe have a little look, take your time to accept the job.
yeah.
Where Trip radar is fastest finger first.
Yeah, it
Or
is, but
maybe,
Uber don't say it is.
yeah, I don't know. I know. I still
So
think it
how are
goes
you
like for the
gonna
closest driver card device.
if Uber is saying that it's not fastest finger, how are you gonna prove it isn't?
You can't prove nothing, can you?
You can't
It
prove
does
that.
that to me when I'm driving. Does it?
No, it shouldn't.
That shouldn't do then, James. Yeah, the miscellaneous. It is. It's pros and cons. But with the tip radar, mate, it's when it first launched, it was very unsafe. But now they kind of fixed the issue. That's why when the reporter phoned me last night, I just gave him my opinion. I said it was unsafe. I'd say the most unsafe part about it is the amount of information it gives you to read while driving. They're moaning about Trip Radar because it's new. We had the moaning here in Liverpool at the start. Yeah, if it's not faster finger first, how's it decide who gets a job? Well, the rumor is, James, is when you accept a job. So when I get offered an exclusive job, it will go to other drivers as well as a trip. Then if I turn that job down, the next closest driver on the trip who accepted the job gets the job. That's what people like the rumor is. Do you know what I mean? It's technically not fastest finger first. It's more the fact of who fastest finger, but also who's best suited for the job. Do you know what I mean?
Why do they
They're looking
want
for
it
any reasons
removed?
to get it removed.
Why are they bothered? Why are you bothered about it? Is it because it's like, oh, here's a job you could have, but you're not?
That's the most annoying part about it.
That's the only thing I can think of. Is that the reason why they're actually moaning about it? Because I don't see a problem with it, in all fairness. It's just like another job offer. I see more of a problem of me getting sent jobs 8 miles away, 14 miles away, 20 miles away. There's stuff that we just do not need to be distracted with.
That's the point, isn't it? Because if we didn't get sent those jobs that was so far away, then there's a distraction issue that could be solved, couldn't it?
Exactly. We don't need to see them jobs. Who's taking them jobs? Let's be honest. I mean, there's probably drivers out there that probably are.
Yeah, but you're sitting the gig like 5 miles away for a 100-mile job, or £100 job. But when you're going 5 miles away for £7, going 2 miles, not really. But DB's just put in, by the way, allegedly by their podcast, Uber's podcast, it's not fastest finger. It's still based on distance, but it's offered to multiple to get it covered. So that's what I mean. So, Mick, if you get offered the job as an exclusive to you, it'll get pushed out on a trip to 3-4 neighbouring drivers.
Yeah.
If you accept the job, it goes off their set anyway. If you don't accept the job, it goes to the next suitable driver who click match.
That's what I mean. So many, I mean, there could be 15 drivers all in the area of this job that goes on Trip Radar. 7 of them will go match, and it'll just pick out the one that's closest.
So it's a job that you would have got anyway if the other fella denied you. Just got it quicker.
The only thing I can think of, but everyone thinks it's fastest finger. But if Uber is saying it isn't fastest finger, but there's no way of us saying it is.
Yeah.
There's no way of us proving that it is. Do you know what I mean?
Ah, right. That driver, and he's just put the Trip Radar's gone on all services now, including Lux, and he don't want it. How does that benefit anyone, me or the customer? I could match to a job 15 miles away and take me 20 minutes. Yeah, I know. That's what
it benefits us for the customer is it's rather than it going to one driver, the one that's closest, and him going no, and then it has to pass through to another driver, and it sits on his screen for so many seconds. No, then it passes through to another driver, sits on his screen for. Whereas it's coming out to 15 drivers, and whoever matches it, it's getting done in 20 seconds rather than a minute and a half because it's had to go through 5 drivers. That's why it benefits us as a customer as a Trip Radar.
100%. Make the Trip Radar, you just hit the nail on the head. Because you think about it, there's 15 drivers, you get 10 seconds to accept the job, and the customer's waiting in the middle of them. And it goes 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Where if it's in the customer in the middle of the drivers and it goes to you, Mick, then goes to 15 other drivers as a match, and you say no.
Yeah.
One of them who matched it will get it next, and the customer get picked up. So you just saved time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it is mostly like you saying. But same again, it is more inconvenience where you can see what you could have had. But as well, doesn't it feel like it's getting you jobs quicker as well, maybe, as a driver? I don't know. Like I said, it's brand new to London, and I think that's where everyone's kicking off, innit? Because imagine how busy London is, Mick.
I don't think there's much benefit as a
15
driver.
15 jobs in a radar.
Yeah, I
Do you know
don't.
what I mean?
don't think there's much benefit as a driver side of things, but Uber don't care about that.
No, passengers are key. And like you say, passengers are getting picked up quicker with the tip radar.
Yeah, and
Do you know what I mean?
that's what their aim is. Maybe this is the reason why the likes of unions want to get rid of it, because it's a convenience for Uber. But I don't see it as a major inconvenience to us, though. It's not a major
I've kind of got used to it now.
inconvenience. Like Denny says, they're just moaning for the sake of it.
Yeah. See, the thing I think I don't know much about Bolt because we haven't got it in Liverpool. Thanks to all the roses, DB, by the way, much appreciated, and all the likes on TikTok and all the likes on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button on YouTube while you're watching, please. But over the fair, Mick, Bolt has got I think one of the best things where I think it would be awesome if it was on Uber, and that would be the mileage thing. If you could log on the Uber app and go, I don't want any job offers 2.5 miles away from me.
Yeah. It
And then
needs
you
to
sit
happen,
there.
mate. It needs to
'Cause
happen.
If I set that to 2 mile, I'd probably accept every job, mate.
Yeah,
You don't work like a normal set.
yeah, you'll get
Not every
through.
job offer is
You'll
within
get
me 2
true
miles.
acceptance rates. You'll get through the true acceptance rates as well. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Okay, 2 miles away going for a £3 fare, you're not going to run for it. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
at least you're cutting down, because I think you got the moaning about it being unsafe about Trip Radar. I think you got more distraction of 6, 7 jobs on a bounce coming through over 10 miles away from you. Because it ting, ping, 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 and you no.
Yeah. That's definitely more distracting than Trip Radar, isn't it?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know
And
what's mad?
honestly, we need the preference to say, right, I'll run 2 miles from me, a mile from me, 3 miles.
It's your own choice. If you want the 10 miles, let
Yeah.
them have the 10 miles. Just give
Exactly.
people who don't want the 10 miles a choice, a little slide or just a little miles thing. Because I
Yeah.
dropped off in South Warrington, Mick. So you know, I don't know about everyone watching, but South Warrington's a town in between Liverpool and Manchester. I was on the way to Manchester Airport and I got a job South Warrington, right? Lads, I got about 8, 9 jobs, right? Every job was over 9 mile away from me. It was all pinging Northwich.
Yeah.
But between Warrington and Northwich, there's not much, is it? Just country lanes. So I was probably the available drivers in Northwich. So I was getting every Northwich request while I was in South Warrington. And you literally did that 11 mile away, ping, 11 mile away, ping, going 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile. And
Yeah.
in the end, I had to turn off follow-on jobs because it was just overtaking me sat nav with job offers. Do you know what I mean? So I had to go on Uber, disable it till I dropped off, and then I went online. I was able to sit down and pick them.
That's what I mean.
You
Where
get a job.
if you've got a preference on, then you won't get them. Okay, how do they work it on the customer side? If most drivers around, say Northwich, have got a preference set to 2 miles, then it's the simple as you as a Trip Radar. It comes out on a Trip Radar. You might find them coming and coming through on the Trip Radar could be used more if within these preferences. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then have it as a separate screen that you slide over for a bid screen, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like the
Like
local
on
train.
what's it called? Who has that? iCabby.
iCabby,
iCabby
yeah.
has a bid screen, doesn't it? Anything that doesn't get accepted in this smaller range goes on a bid screen for people to grab and run to if they want.
Run it if they want it, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Have it
So Trip Radar could move over to a Uber bid screen,
yeah.
and then the non-Trip Radar jobs need to be what's called it, just within a range. Because you
Yeah.
think about it as well, if you swipe over to a bid screen and it could have a list of jobs with a minimal information like the bid screen on iCabby does. Do you
And
know what I
then
mean? It'd be like L1, L3, £6.
yeah. And then
Distance to job.
these priority things, if a customer's jobs on for the passenger side, you can just say we're searching for the driver for you. We're looking for the driver, or so whatever it might say, and then it'll give them a time once the driver's took that job. It could work. Do you know what I mean? It just I don't know.
I think
Maybe
we just solved the Trip Radar problem, guys. There you go. DM podcast has just solved the issue with Trip Radar. No need to go and sign a petition.
Just swipe it, just a swipe across to see what's available within. I don't know. You can maybe have you can set your trip radar to 20 miles as well. You only want to see jobs. So you want jobs sent to you within 2-3 miles. But then anything outside of that goes on a trip radar, and you can set your trip radar to whatever you want to see on that, or even you can have that to unlimited wherever.
I said that though last week. We talked about it last week with the new update of the full address. I think it's too much info, but a lot of people, it's like preference. But okay, have the full information on the exclusive jobs, but the trip radar jobs don't need like a bid screen. Don't need all that information.
No, they
You could have
don't.
a single line of job and be like 40 quid L1 to L9 distance from job, and have like a long list of jobs. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You could just have a scan through, sort nearest to nearest me or whatever.
yeah.
And then you don't need the tip radar to flip and scan. JC Johannesburg just put, I like the full address. Yeah, it's not for everyone though, mate. It's a lot of reading to take in while driving, innit? Apologies that I'm trying to go through the comments on TikTok. We've missed a few. Thanks for all the roses and the likes and follows and on TikTok, you legends. There must still be money out about though, people still out driving. Well, obviously, yeah, until you find another solution. But I know loads of drivers personally who message me and just say, I'm on the buses, I'm on the coaches, I've started my HGV. I got one last week who messaged, said, lad, I'm out, I've just gotten my forklift license. Do you know what I mean? So even though, yeah, there be people out there earning money and people are still about driving, it's very situational. Do you know what I mean? Some people might think Uber's great and it works for them, and some others might not work for it. It's a very situational job these days. It's nowhere
I'm
near
on.
like it used to.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
that's
mean? Like last week, I done like 130 quid on Uber all week because there was just bits in between when I was out working doing privates and airports and family stuff and everything else. So it worked for me. But if I was full time now, I wouldn't be doing Uber. As you can tell by the commissions, everyone, I done a video last week about the commissions and people commenting. Some was like 36%, and Uber took like 400 odd pound a week off them. Do you know what I mean? A local company will only take 120 quid off you. Most local companies are a fixed commission. Over 500 quid. Now, even though we don't see it, because we just see we could get the job offered to us, and that's how much we receive for the job. It doesn't mean that's not happening behind the scenes, guys. You can't just have your head in the sand, you know what I mean? You know, 1.3 mile job shit to me, pay me 22 quid. That's crazy when you get ones like that, like, innit? Do you know what I mean, though, Mick? It's like people forget how much they're taking from you because they don't actually see it
you don't see
unless
it.
you
Yeah,
look
of
into it.
course. 100%. I've said that to loads of drivers. Like, is it Andrew in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
He was talking about like because he does a school run and blah blah blah, and he goes, I have to find an extra if I go to the likes of a local firm because he was trying to work it out and trying to make his money. I have to find an extra 100 quid, 80 quid with Alpha, and I'm saying no, you won't. You the reason where you're making 800 with Uber or whatever it was, whatever the figures he was saying, you'll be making 1200 with or a grand with thingy to pay for that extra. Do you know what I mean? With the likes of your local firms, it like you say, it because it's not because you can't see it. They've got us in a they've put us in this fake. I'm not
It's
as
a
I'm
lot
searching.
of security in it.
Yeah,
They,
it's
they
just
made us think. They made us think that we're just, hey,
it's
it is,
mainly
it's an add-on. The
for us.
mindset of everything's just
Like
changed, hasn't it?
you're not physically paying your settle out like you do with local firms. Sometimes you'll get your sheet through on Alpha. We've spoke about it, haven't we? And it says, all right, you owe us 40 quid because you're not physically going into Uber and going, right, I need to send Uber this money.
This money. Yeah.
It's a false sense of security type of thing, and that's why it, you probably paying a hell of a lot more settle to Uber than what you would on a local.
Oh, mate, 100%.
100%.
That's what we're talking about. Where if you done, like, as an example, Alpha full time, the max you'll pay is 120 quid per week plus whatever you pay per job, like 10, 20p or whatever. But it's
Yeah.
120 quid a week settle. If he goes back and looks at his commissions, people are looking and like I've seen 450 quid. I've seen because you think about if you're doing high numbers like full time, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
10 hours a day on Uber, you could be doing 1,500 quid top line before your expenses.
Yeah.
Uber could have took 500 quid there. And
Yeah.
if you'd done the same hours at a local firm, you might have earned a 200 quid and only paid 120 settle instead of paying 500 settle. But it's because you don't see it or it comes off afterwards that people don't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's what, like, back in the day, lad, the first week you wake up on a Monday morning, wouldn't you? And you'd be minus your car if you're
Yeah.
settling and minus your rent or your radio.
Yeah.
And in your first 2-3 days, we'll cover your car and your radio, and then the weekend will be all your spends, it'll be all yours.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where now you can work 7 days a week, and every day, every shift, every job is being taken
Yeah.
because there's not a cap commission. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's really the last couple of weeks, especially feeling the drop in private work and everything. It's really taken its toll on me personally as a person. As like it just this. I think the game is completely broken. Even the private side of things, mate. I seen. I don't know who it was from or where it was or anything. Right, and I've said it from 12 months ago. I said it to the lad that I work with, the lad that I work close with. I said that at the end of the day, so it's still a race to the bottom. Me, even under more so the privates now as well. I literally coming to the tether with it. I was out at 4:30 in the morning. Like, you can still go out, you can still earn your money, and you can do it, but you've got to shift the hours. You've got as much as we want to say this job's flexible, and it is, because you can just do what you want and when you want and work when you want. Yeah, that's great, but you need to work when you're going to make the money. I am not ready. It's really getting to me now, and I'm like, cannot wait to get out of it. This is the
You're
point.
gonna be next year now, surely, haven't you? Like, when are you
Well,
ready?
next year is me
Is your target?
is me target. Yeah.
I just want to mention that quick. Sorry for the start. Thanks, DB, for the subscribe. I don't even know what that is, and all the flowers and gifts, mate. It's Adam, by the way, legend. Nice one. Adam's put, which is quite interesting. Delta has increased their settle for £5 and 20p flagfall increase, which is obviously the pay job thing, and it's matched in line with Streetcar's commission structure. Because that was a rumour a while ago, weren't it, that Streetcars bought Delta. Now Delta's increased their settle and flagpole and commission and all that, which matches Streetcars, which I think is very, very, very fishy. And yeah, that's a good
Very
point as
straight.
well. When you're in the locals, mate, your tips do more or less cover your settle. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Mick, good point on YouTube. If you work local, you'll be down 150 quid plus insurance. Uber, you don't. You don't pay any subs. You pay. See what I mean? No, it's the mentality of it. You pay. You pay it. You just don't see it, Moss.
See, this is the sense of, like, all these new people that are like, how long have
Honestly,
you been on the taxis for? You're down 150 quid already. You're not, mate. You're probably down 400 with Uber.
100%. But that's the whole point. What you're just saying. He's saying there. It's after Adam, what are you doing? Lad, all the confetti. What you call it? Moss made a good point. With the local company, you have to pay the settle, but Uber don't. But you do. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Andy, who's my accountant, I'm seeing more and more clients coming off the cabs and trying to get into HGV licenses lately. Yeah. People don't realise yet the market's getting flooded, all these new drivers, but all the old drivers are leaving. And eventually, in another 5 years, I reckon you'll have a load of Mosses and no old school drivers on Uber no more. And the Mosses who doesn't think that he'll pay commission and think obviously Uber's the pound per mile's normal. Do you know what I mean? The trip radar's normal, like America. I'm telling you, in another 5 years' time, the way everyone's kicking off about Uber now, it'll be 100% normal. It'll be normal. Everyone will be on a pound a mile, and it'll just be the way that's the way it'll go. Same as America. I agree, you may pay more commission on Uber, but you don't earn the same amount an hour. I don't know, mate. It'd be interesting to see. But with this latest money in the last couple of weeks, I can't see Uber earning more per hour than likes of Alpha after commission. It'd be interesting to see, especially if you do like the work, like particular hours
It was
and
never.
stuff like that.
It was. I think you can. I think you can make the same. Close enough, anyway.
It's the tips for me. I reckon the tips alone will flipping squash the commission, and then you're just earning whatever you're earning, is just what you're earning. One of the lads on Alpha and our group, he like £6 and you got a tenner. There you go. There's like 2 jobs on Uber. I was with Alpha for 7 years and I'm still earning more on Uber. Fair enough then, mate. Fair enough. Can't argue with that, can we?
No,
How
not
about
really.
like now? Have you been with Alpha over the last 6 months, say? Or is it just like for a while back in the day? Because Uber was obviously great back in the day. In 5 years' time, autonomous cars will be on the road and we'll be out of a job. May imagine. Imagine I wake up one morning and there's flipping robots, like iRobots on the road. Mornings in Manchester, 5 a.m. till 8 a.m. just before traffic hits, 50 quid.
I mean,
I can't get
I'd,
the
I'd
comments on
love to.
TikTok.
I'd love to test it. Love to test it local and Uber
We'll
now.
have to do a head-to-head challenge again, won't we? Uber versus Alpha again.
Yeah, but you'd have to do it like a weekly one.
I don't do Alpha for a week. Better do Uber for a week. Mate, honestly.
I'd like to test it. I would.
Yeah, I reckon we'd have to get a full-time Alpha driver and a full-time Uber driver and have a little straightener. Do you know what I mean?
This is the thing. We couldn't do it because we'd just be like, oh, fuck off, go away.
My shortest shift last week was 4 minutes on my driveway. I went outside, went online, sat in the driveway, and then the lads in the group like, it's been crap this morning. Got out the car, went in the house. Delta would win. I'll be honest, DB. I reckon Delta could win with the lack of drivers. You do Alpha and I'll do Uber. I'll kick your ass, Matty. Denny, you would, mate. I wouldn't get off the couch, lad. Yeah, see, Waymo, Ultimus already all over America, right? Cavalier. In America, they don't have the same laws, mate. So my car, the Tesla, can drive itself, park itself, come and meet me, pick me up at the shops and all sorts in America. Here, it's just a good cruise control because the laws won't allow it. So for laws in the UK won't even allow a car with a fancy cruise control, then they're not going to have a driverless car completely. I definitely see. I reckon we're probably 10 years behind America with or even more with driverless cars. Can you see driverless cars, Mick, going down the streets of Liverpool? Our roads are awful, mate, compared to America. You got 4 or 5 lanes, straight roads for miles. And you know what I mean?
I just
We got little country lanes that'll fit one car. Imagine going head to head in a country lane with an autonomous vehicle. He's not going to be able to reverse and pull into a little bay, is he, to let us past?
it feels way off, doesn't it? But I don't know. We have spoke about this, but I do think we're miles off. Like, we can't even paint roads and we've got unmarked junctions all over the place. How are they going to know?
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I think we're way off it compared to
2030 cars are on the road. Very, very rare, mate, I think.
I'll be surprised. Like, I'll be very surprised. I mean, technology moves fast, but it would surprise me if we got.
Matty, I think you missed a big mile pickups is due to holiday pay. The more miles you do, the more expenses Uber says you can claim on your flat rate mileage. This means Uber pays less holiday pay. Yeah, but people think that Uber's always got a trick up the sleeve, mate. I think Uber's just a flipping big computer algorithm that wants people picked up. I don't think it's as in depth as that. Like trying a multi-billion-pound company is not going to try and shave pennies off a holiday pay, are they? I don't know. I might be wrong, but like a lot of people think that like they're always up to this grand master plan. I just think that you got an algorithm that benefits passengers over drivers. Do you know what I mean? And we'll never actually know why or the reason why and what they do. As long as the customer's picked up and they can take as much money as they can, that's it really, isn't it?
No, but I do.
Pennies off holiday pay equals billions a year in savings of the entire company. That's true, DB. That is true, DB. That is true. I just can't understand. No one knows, and that's the thing. But the good thing of discussions, isn't it, Mick? You bring up Uber on any video, and you've got people going at this way, that way,
I
that way,
don't,
that way,
I don't
petitions, strikes, fighting.
honestly,
Do you know what I
I
mean?
don't care about holiday pay. Really don't care about it. Scrap it for all I care. Bring back the scrap dynamic price and go back to the way it was. 100%
100%.
overall over this holiday pay. I see. Okay, yeah, I see a pound going in me, but £7 went in my bank for this for holiday pay this week.
Yeah. Hey, where you going, Mick?
Do you know what I mean?
Where you going, lad? You going to Costa for a coffee?
Who cares if they've took money
No,
off?
you know what
Fair
though?
enough,
I reckon, obviously, after what happened with the last court case where the dynamic price got come into effect as soon as we got classed as workers, do you know what I mean? After the last court case, and now they're going to try and fight again for trip radar. Do you know what I mean? If you actually look, we are about 10 years behind America. So if you actually look at how America is now,
the
that's going to
thing.
be us.
The
Doesn't matter
thing
what
is,
fighting you're going to do, what striking you're going to do. They want that business model here, and it's already coming. It's already starting.
the thing is, it'll happen with Trip Radar as well, just as much as it's happened with the fall for this like holiday pay, and we should be workers and blah blah blah. We've ended up in a worse position. They'll get rid of Trip Radar. They'll think of something else that they won't be able to combat, and it'll be another worse position we'll be in.
100%. 100%. But like I said, if you look at America and you look at the rideshare profession and all them, hey, they had Uber Teens just launched in the UK. Blah, 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 but we are literally just following. We are just following America. And if you look at America, it's a proper little side gig, probably £1 a mile, bum, 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 bum. And literally, that's it, really. Do you know what I mean?
I just, fuck, God knows.
Oh yeah, people are still not being put off by the taxi game. I did my last test 12 years ago in Stockport. 7 people were in a room. Did one the other day, 100 plus in the room. I completed in 16 minutes. Gone way too easy. Yeah. We've said this in the past, though, shouldn't we? We should have a minimum standard of driving and ability to do the taxis. It shouldn't be such a simple, easy job when we've got the responsibility of taking people about. Do you know what I mean? And driving people about, which is quite important. We were driving 2-ton vehicles that can cause a lot of damage at 70 mile an hour. We should have some type of basic training. Look at the training Mick's going through to be a driving instructor. Do you know what I mean? And I mean like serious training. Flipping heck, I reckon a forklift driver has more training than a private hire driver.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I reckon if you had a job of piggybacking kids at the local park, I think there'd be a bigger training thing for that than it is to drive around in these private hire vehicles. Like honestly, it's crazy that it's just so basic, isn't it? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially some of the councils. Some of the councils, mate, are just it's mad, isn't it? Oh my god. What are you laughing at?
I don't know his real name, but Vicky's on the register.
Is he? Oh no, he was sent by mistake. Do you know what I don't get though with Uber Kids or Uber Teens, which I think is really bad, is we're licensed DBS private hire drivers. What gives Uber the right that we're not safe to transport teens when our license and our council says that we can? Do you know what I mean?
True.
Make you could
Very
do
true.
a school contract and
Yeah,
pick up kids and drop them off at school,
yeah.
but you can't pick up an Uber teen, a teenager, on the
But
Uber platform. I
it's
think that's a flipping joke.
it's Uber's model altogether. I think it's a joke that they can dictate price on whether there's 7 drivers around me or not.
Yeah. Or same as
Do you know
like
what I mean?
paying drivers, taking commission off drivers
A
differently.
joke.
There's people in my comments last week over that, and someone pay like 10% commission, and someone paid 37%, and they were just arguing on it on the comments, going like, "How is that fair?"
It's not fair.
He's lost like 27% more wages that week What? Because Uber's algorithm says so.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
it's a
mean?
joke, mate.
Why would Uber offer any discounts for insurance, mate? Maybe as an Uber Pro road, I'm not too sure, but I pay £200 a month insurance. And normally paying probably 180 to 250 a month on average. Yeah, this year's 3K for me.
When when did you when's your renewal? That's cheap. That
Can't remember. I can't remember.
is it
When's that?
due though?
No, it's just gone.
So you've only just renewed and got 200 quid.
Mm-hmm.
You lucky barstool.
Oh yeah, someone's put if you've got a license, you've had training. Hey, that doesn't mean you've had. If you've got a license, mate, it doesn't mean that you've had training. Different levels of training with different councils in it, mate.
You've had some sort of training. Doesn't mean it's great training.
Mate, we've seen some drivers on the road. It's just terrifying, innit? Seen the 15-mile-an-hour drivers. Seen those? Have you seen those Uber drivers? They literally drive literally like 15 mile an hour everywhere they go. 45 on the motorway, middle lane. Oh my god. I agree with one of your videos, Matt, about all councils should have similar training for new private hire drivers. Blackpool and Liverpool similar, but Sefton, Wolverhampton just a joke how easy it is. I reckon to fix an issue. I reckon to fix an issue with like that is literally have a blanket minimum rules of each council. If the government come out and went, listen, every council that gives off private hire licenses, it needs to be a minimum of this, 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 and this. And then if you want to make it harder or more strict, you can do, but it needs to have a minimum setting. Do you know what I
Who
mean?
have you got that with, Denny?
What?
129 quid a month.
What are you driving? A Yaris? Talking of Uber team thing, not allowing drivers, it's a breach of their ops license. Possibly, mate, yeah. What car do you drive, Denny? To get 129 quid? Make the TikTok. You should be in a nice car by now, big time. Dacia Duster. No wonder it's 129 quid, lad. Flip Dacia Duster.
It is a tuk, Mickey.
You are driving a tuk-tuk. That's why you paid 129 quid. Oh, lad, the Dacia Dusters. How do you enjoy yourself driving up? Did you do a lot of hours? My head would fall off if I spent more than 15 minutes in a Dacia Duster, lad.
You wouldn't even fit in a Dacia Duster.
What? Lad, little 4x4s, aren't they? The little plastic things.
You
They're like
wouldn't
the
fit in one of
little
them.
type cars, aren't they? Dacia Duster. Oh my god. By the way, it does. It's a great car. Come on, it works for the taxis, mate. I get you. It does work. It's cheap. Probably I don't know how reliable it is, but mate, they
Saying that,
are literally 90% plastic.
saying that, Denny is a little bit stumpy, isn't he?
That's the point. Denny, how tall are you, lad? It can hold a full KFC family, no problem.
KFC family.
What is it? A 1.4 petrol, is it? Yeah. Adam's just put a lad on Alpha picking me up in a Duster a few months ago, sound car with the taxis. To be honest, mate, the Dacias are actually, I've said this, they are 1 litre air boost engines. Oh, stop it, lad. Stop it. It's painful. But the thing is, though, hey, we joke about this, Mick, don't we? Right? And we've said this a million times. It is the best way to do the taxis, don't it?
You're not 6
Yeah,
foot.
6 foot, 1.6 petrol. How much fuel do you put in a week, mate? Exactly, scooter goes faster. No, but hey, we talked about this, Mick, the other week, didn't we? And it was literally the best way to do the taxis or private hire full time is like that. Is get a
Yeah.
little crappy little plastic Dacia Duster,
Yeah,
super
if
cheap
you're
to
happy,
run,
why not? It's look,
a little
120
Focus
quid a month
Estate,
insurance.
little manual Focus Estate, or like, the guy that's bouncing around in the Ford Fiesta and the Yaris on Liverpool plate.
Yeah.
They are like the perfect vehicles to do private hiring. Oh, mate, that's funny, that though, Danny. The fact that he went 129 quid a month. You could buy a new Dacia Duster for 129 quid a month every month. Nah, they are good. I'm just messing with you, Danny. They are good. Bit plasticky, but they are good. How much fuel do you put in for a 1.6 petrol, Danny? That'd be interesting. Oh yeah, someone's popped up with you. Oh, it's Adam again. 2013 Renault Traffic Uber XL Airport Alpha 7-8-seater work costs you about £4,000 if anything. Brakes 29p to fix. Is it true? Cost you 29p to fix your bus, Mick?
I wouldn't say 29p, but it is cheap. Like,
Well, cheaper than a flipping V-Class, innit?
whoa, yeah.
Knock centre,
This
20
is
million
what I was
quid.
saying to you the other day. Like, thingy before, not the other day. I seen an advert out, right, for V-Classes doing airports for 80 quid
Yeah,
in a V-Class.
yeah.
I know, okay, I can get it if they're taking on standard work, but they're advertising V-Classes to do these airports at 80 quid each way.
We said this though. The V-Classes have become that popular now. That standard. People have lost their flipping the excitement of a V-Class. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The advert said to all our V-Class customers, it is now going to cost you £80 each way. That's what the advert said. To all our V-Class customers.
No, mate. Honestly, it's a joke. It is a joke. There you go. Vicky's just said, Denny, if you're paying less than 50% of my insurance, costs you most probably 50% less than fuel and me. Had to go off to you, mate. Yeah. Honestly. Don't be wrong. You're driving around in a torture chamber that any type of crash
That's
will
what it
fold
was, a
up like
Facebook
a
group.
packet of biscuits. But other than that, like, you'd be sad as long as it doesn't, like you said, Danny just put there, look, as long as it don't
So
crash, I'll be fine.
I only got sent a screenshot of it. I don't know where it come from or what it was. It was just a screenshot of the advert. Is that what it was? A
Yeah,
Facebook
Mark's just
group?
put V-Classes on Facebook group, 60 to 80 quid money.
They're not plated, them, mate.
No. I know. Hey, someone got stopped the other day. Hey, in an MPV doing taxi work, not licensed. Got reported to the council. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I got an Octavia now, but thinking of going to a Model 3, just worried about the boot space for the airport. Yeah, mate, the Model 3 is limited. I've got a video on the YouTube channel testing it for suitcases, but they're brilliant cars. I've found now if you do second-hand like a Model 3, I've actually got a video on DM News, an article on DM News of the full breakdown of buying a second-hand BMW 3 Series and a second-hand Model 3. And over 2 years, 80,000 miles, over the 2 years, you'd save about 10 grand on the Model 3 with the home charging because they're actually pretty similar to buy. Telling you, the second-hand market now for electric cars is the way to go. Like, the only worry is obviously no warranty on the batteries after a while. Yeah. No. Oh, did I have to see anything disgusting because we've been going on 53 minutes, Mick? We said a short one, lads, hasn't it? This one flew, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, do you know, a few things I wanted to pop out, right? I don't know if you're aware. Oh, yeah, I'm going MG5, mate. You can get an MG5 for about 9 grand now. Honestly, they're crazy cheap, the MG5s. Estate, the greatest car, but you know what I mean? Does exactly what you want. But yeah, Uber Exec XL, DB and TikTok will know more about this, has left Liverpool only in the city centre now. So if you try and book an Uber Exec XL, which is Vitos or V-Classes, look how happy Nick is, look. If you try and book an Uber Exec XL in Liverpool city centre, you can get one, but outside you can't. And Mick, you know when I done a video on that the other day? There was so many XL drivers have said that has killed the XL work when it come out to the city.
It was bound to. It was bound to, wouldn't it? At the end of the day, why if you can get it, if you see an Exec XL, even if it's got an extra X, big wow. Why would you choose the standard one if you see the normal one for £2 more?
I know.
You just
I can get an exec XXL at JLA. Steve, now, can you check now for me, lad? I checked today, and if you're trying to get like an exec XL from like, say, Aintree to Wavertree, it won't give you an option on the passenger app. £120 off Uber for a man here, though. Get him
I'll
over in
try
a
and
sunny
book one
place.
now. Well,
Yeah, go and test it. I'm pretty sure I checked. But don't forget, you might fall under you might fall under town now, Mick.
I'll
I was
book
there this morning.
Old Swan.
Okay, so maybe they've left it for the airport and just town. Try like, unless they fixed it today and it was just a glitch. Yeah, it's be interesting, that owner. Yeah, I've said loads of times, guys, if you're gonna consider going electric, second-hand electric, I probably would if you can charge at home,
Yeah,
I would. But if
I
you
can
can't
get one.
charge at home, I wouldn't.
I can get one if I wanted one.
What?
So whoever told you it's gone is lying.
No, I checked yesterday.
Well, it
The
must
only
have
time you could book one was at L1 to L3.
must be a glitch now. Try it from yours now.
Is it back? Yeah.
It's there now. And this is my old point. Look, Uber XL for 23.72, or get an exec for 25.38.
Oh no, it's back.
Where if you want an Uber X or an Uber Comfort, it's going to cost you 12-15 quid. But if you want an exec car, it's costing you 24. So
Mate,
it's a
look at this, mate.
£12 difference and a £9 difference on the cars,
Lad,
where it's £2 difference on the XLs.
Uber X on my one, and I'm using an example, it's only a short journey, is £7, right? Uber XL is 13.25. Uber Exec XXL is 14.62.
Why would you book the XL?
So it's £1.40 to get a Vito or a V Class. That's so bad.
It's terrible. Look at the difference between an X or even a Comfy to the XL, to the exec car. Look how much difference the price difference is.
Oh God, yeah. So if you do X is £7 and Exec is 15, so it's double.
Double.
But if you get a standard XL, it's 13.20, and Exec XL is 14.60. So why isn't the Exec XL double?
Double.
Well, it's back anyway, DB. It's back, lad. Nothing executive about a 13 plate E-Class. Yeah, you just made my day, look. Yeah, that's true as well. You know when you book an exec, which costs double an X, what he's saying is true. You can get like a proper old E-Class.
Well, so you're paying double for an exec, which is an exec.
Yeah.
But then you're paying £1 more for an actual exec.
So if you
Vito
had the
or
choice,
V-Class.
you could have a Ford Galaxy. You get a Ford Galaxy, yeah, or for an extra pound, you can get a V-Class. What are you picking, mate? Ford Galaxy or the V-Class? Extra pound, mate.
Do I need to put my fucking fist through the screen?
Oh my God. It's just like, it makes no sense, mate. That's what I don't get. It makes no sense. Do you know what I mean?
Get the
And I still
violin
can't
out for
believe
me
that they
now.
haven't got an
It's back.
XXL for your bus and your Tornado and everything else. I don't know why they haven't got that. That just confused me so much.
There's so many people try and get in my front seat as well, and even more so now that's there. I kicked them out.
Also, so do 7 people book an XL?
Yeah, they try to, yeah.
Extra £20, mate, to be honest, sit in the front of me. And I'll stroke your leg.
I won't even stroke your leg. Extra 20 quid and you can do it, yeah.
I'll be
No,
like, that
you're
gives an
not
extra
getting a
20
stroke.
quid. Hey? thoughts on Wolverhampton plates, lad. We're doing one podcast without even bringing up the W word. Next question. I'm not bringing it up again. We go on about it every podcast.
Yeah.
I try and get seven.
Thoughts
I
on
get 7 people
Wolverhampton
trying to
plate?
get in an X. What?
I know you said you're not bringing it up, but read your name for your answer.
My name, Travis Matsky.
No. His name, who wrote it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so true.
No one's asked.
You can buy a 23 plate Model Y for 32k. 28k off brand new, 12k miles. Honestly, mate, honestly, I'm really considering one next time. I'd lose a bit of the exec work, but I mean, it's a massive, massive car. It's a massive car for the money, mate. You know what I mean? A massive car for the money. Model 3 is still like, yeah, mate, all Teslas are still exec to a certain degree. Do you know what I mean? A Model 3 would be what? A Model 3 would be like a 3 Series. A Model S would be like 5 Series, maybe 7. And then a Model Y would be like what? An X1, X2. Right? What do you reckon, Mick? What have you got to do now? Today, I'm gonna have some dinner in a minute. What have you got planned now? Do you want to end the stream now?
Yeah, you can do if you want.
Well, to be honest, mate, I said, because Mark's not here, let's have a little quickie.
I know, yeah.
It's the flu, Annie.
Yeah,
To be honest, mate, we've got 27 current
fly, though.
viewers on YouTube. And we've had 500 views on TikTok. There's currently 12 watching.
You do fly when questions are flying about, like, don't they?
Oh, yeah. You young guys all wanting big cars and EVs cost you an arm and a leg. My repairs are cheap. I can have my heating on full without worrying about my mile range. That is true, mate. But you know what? The way I see it, Denny, is
Comfort.
a lot of time we spend in our cars, as you know, a lot of time, right? I'd rather be in a nice place and a nice experience while being out working. Comfortable, nice place, do you know what I mean? Is yours a manual as well? Do you know what I mean? So there's the difference. And also, mate, if you look at it, Denny, with an electric car,
I reckon I'll enjoy my
my
job
fuel
more if I was
savings
in an
pay a
auto.
lot for the electric car anyway. So actually, my expenses, even though it's a fancy car, is very, very low. You said you're like hardly any 15 quid a day. I'd probably round that up to 20 to be more realistic. Do you know what I mean? 6 days a week is 120 quid. That's 240. That's what, 500 quid a month just for petrol. 500 quid a month just for petrol. My car is 900 quid. So an extra 100 quid a week than yours. And that's for my finance, my insurance, and my petrol. That's it. I want to work in a nice office. That's the whole point, Steve. Some people are happy to bounce around in an old crappy car. Do you know what I mean? And I know why you give your customers sweets, Denny. It's because you're in a Dacia. Hey, imagine being picked up in a Dacia, hey, and the driver goes, "Hey, do you want a Haribo to cheer up because the car's crap?" Oh, Denny, I do get you, Denny, but there's levels, lads, in it. Because you're saying what was it? Hey, what was his insurance? 170 quid a month.
Mine.
What? No, his 150 a month
130.
plus 600, 500. So there's what? There's 650 quid for insurance and petrol. Do you know what I mean? Mine's 900 for insurance, petrol, and finance. So it's an extra 300 quid, and you could have a Model S a month. Do you know what I mean? But if you 129, but if you think about it as well, Denny, is I get a lot of extra work in my car as well because it's a Model S. You know what I mean? I can do a bit of chauffeur work, exec, and all that. Do you know what I mean? So it depends. It depends how you look at it, mate, innit? Although you work 6 days, mate. My insurance is 4.8 grand. It's hard. Joe, when you're young, mate, it is so hard. Billy, I don't do the same job as other driver, mate. Like I said, it's very situational, mate. I do airports and chauffeur work. You can't do chauffeur work in a Dacia Duster. I know one lad paying 9 grand a year for his insurance, mate. And that is true, DB. I don't work either. Get close to your mic. Turn your volume up. So you don't work for Uber. Very, very rare, mate. Very rare. I've got Uber Eats though. So I might do an Uber Eats shift at the weekend with my son.
I've
It
been
ruins the
tempted.
quality.
I've been
Sorry,
tempted to
Joe.
go and get a job
What?
to see this gap through. You know,
What?
I've been so tempted to go and get a job to see this gap through.
Really? Like what type of job?
Just anything.
Really? Yeah.
Honestly, that's how much in the last couple of weeks I've been like, ah,
Have you been thinking about just getting a normal job until you qualified and the
yeah,
design stuff them?
yeah,
Making Tesco's.
mate. What is it now? 140 quid a day or something for minimum wage. It's more than the fucking earn out on the taxis, and you're doing
Now, what is it
proper
now?
hours.
12? Well, in April, it goes up to nearly £12.50 an hour, doesn't it? Imagine getting
And
smoked. Hey, imagine getting smoked by a 21-year-old in Aldi and you run your own successful airport timeshare company.
Mackies, I'll go and do
That's what the
Mackies.
world's gone, isn't it? Hey, a 21-year-old in Aldi is smoking an established airport timeshare company. The world gone mad. Mackey's always looking for staff. Mick, flip burgers, lad. Do you think you could do it?
I reckon I'd do KFC over Mackies. Like,
I'd do Subway, mate. I can make butties. I reckon Mackey's will smell of grease, won't it?
oh, Costa would be boss, wouldn't it?
Get a job on Seal Road. Steve, we're trying to make money ideas, lad. We'd have to pay people to sleep with us. Royal Mail is looking for staff. You always are, mate. This time of year, innit? Morning, grumpy trucker, Johnny. Matty can't wait to do. Yeah,
I reckon I'd
I
enjoy it
know.
more if I was in an auto, though.
What?
I reckon.
Oh, 100%. How about in a Dacia Duster? I know a guy who might be selling one.
Oh, you're all right.
Oh,
That's a
I couldn't
backward.
do this job in a manual. I couldn't drive a personal car to work and back in a manual.
Yeah, if I was
Are we
staying
in
in the
edge?
game, but look, £1,000 for a minibus, Matty, and that's without
What?
insurance. If I wanted to go and buy a minibus now, I'm talking £1,000 a month.
Oh, mate, they're so expensive.
£1,000 a month.
So expensive. The Ford Toneos, mate, are like 50, 60 grand now, aren't they? It's a lot of car for the price, mate, but it's so expensive now.
£1,000 a month without insurance. That's over double
Yeah,
what I'm paying for mine. Well, was paying for mine.
yeah. So anyway, mate, I was literally considering, obviously I know do the airport work and everything else, but lad, my main thing doing this job is less expenses. And I find that if you do less expenses, you profit's more money, right?
Mm.
So at the moment, my biggest expense is my finance, which is 700 a month. My lecky is about 60 to 80 quid a month. And my insurance is like 200 a month, right? So if I went and swapped my Model S for a second-hand Model 3 for about 14 grand, I reckon I could get my finance down to probably 250 quid a month, 300 a month. So that means I'd save 400 quid a month in finance, but still have to do similar expenses I've got now. I probably would lose a bit of exec work, maybe, and maybe a bit of airport work as the boot space. Do you know what I mean? But imagine starting the month, every month, 400 quid a month, better off than you are now. And that's just the way I've always looked at it. That's why when I went from diesel to electric, it made so much sense to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's why when I was looking at maybe going back to diesel, every time I was going back to diesel, the diesel alone would make it worthwhile. Never mind finance, never mind any other income. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the average diesel cost per month now these days? 500 to 600 quid, 700 quid a month, depending what you drive.
Let's just give it out, mate. Give the work out to the lads who are already working.
Get yourself a duster, mate. Loads of room in the boot. Do you know what, Danny? Danny, hey, I just couldn't. For one, it's not electric. Two, it's a manual. But yeah, they are cheap as chips. I'm looking at what a 3-year-old Model Y be worth for 45k on it. I may be better leasing. Be careful with the leasing makers. They are very expensive leasing and very expensive new. Second-hand markets, it's so cheap. How do you calculate the charging cost? I've just done it in the past, mate. It works out to 2p per mile home charge. So I do 4,000 mile a month. It costs me 80 quid. And trust me, I don't do 4,000 mile a month. That's my worst case scenario. Do you know what I mean? Hey, talking about Lecky cars and everything else, making you got a bus. Have you seen the new Tesla Model V concept? Let me show you this, lad, that quick.
Model V concept. No,
Lad,
I
Tesla
don't.
Model V,
I don't follow
right?
Tesla.
Oh, mate, Elon. Me and Elon go way back. Would you drive this, lad? Nick,
Eee,
look at that beast, lad.
that's ugly.
That'll be 7,
That's
8 seater.
that literally is a
Three,
bus.
400 mile range, probably. It probably cost about. Hey, you just said it looks crap. Doesn't.
Does it's disgusting that.
It actually looks like a Model Y, but look, Model Y, but like with a box on the back.
Eee,
But mate, if that
horrible.
if that does 400 mile and it carries 7, 8 passengers with luggage, that could be the future of airport companies, lad. 300 miles without putting heat on, possibly. Yeah, look at that. Denny's put nice that. Like the bus of a night rider.
It's horrible
Like,
that bus. Poop
I'm
Express.
starting an app-based taxi company in 2025 called Trip. Drivers will be paid 20% commission until they're paid £35, then 0% commission on all jobs. Jesus, mate. You're not going to make any money then. So you're going to charge the driver 35 quid a week to use the app? Damn, mate. I reckon your service and your server costs alone will be swallowed up that, lad. What about your marketing costs? Sounds easy, mate, but it would be hard, like. Oh, no, Martin, here he is. Awful looking thing. Hey,
Yeah,
Mick,
I
he's all
agree.
right. He's had an haircut. He's not too bad. God, so rude. Oh, he's talking about the Tesla. You can't beat a Mercedes V-Class over executive. Oh, you've upset him now, Martin. There he is. Yeah, it was like that. Scary. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? There he is. You can't beat a Mercedes V-Class for executive overall. I know, mate, but the thing with the V-Class is it spends most of its life in a garage. Wait there, you got 2 years left, though. Wait there, did you get financed up for 5 years on a Duster? Didn't you buy it cash? How much was it? Oh, Denny, how much you pay a month for that, lad? Come on,
Here's,
Denny.
here's the twist.
Here's a twist.
130 quid diesel, 200 quid finance.
Oh, lad. Denny, come on, lad. Drop the finance bombshell, tell the truth. You need to know. Duster is 18 grand new.
185.
So let's just round it up because it makes me math easy. Yeah, actually, you know what? Tell a lie. 185 quid plus his insurance is 300 quid. Plus 600 quid is 900 quid. Me and you pay the same a month, Denny. But I'm going to test a Model S doing shopping work. And that's my whole point about Lecky cars. Me and you pay the same a month, mate. Oh, but either way, I don't have to get a service. Then there's got hardly anything that breaks. When it does break, it is expensive. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, month by month. Yeah, DB. Tell me why I've spent 9 grand this year keeping my 2.1 diesel running. Adam, you should have bought a Dacia Duster, mate. Belter cars. Where you getting the 600 quid? Just making up figures, mate. It's my content, and I can control it. Denny, £1,000 a month in petrol. God, silly sausage. No, I just done 15 quid a day over six days. It was just a made up figure. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, mate. Imagine it. Imagine. I can't wait to get into work now and just walk outside and there's a Daisy Duster waiting for me. Oh, fair enough. Sorry, Danny. I think I took the mick out of you a little bit here. I do apologise. Yeah, Matty, but you don't have a bag of Haribo for your... That is a good point. Do you know what I mean? That is a good point. But like, hey, would you like some sweeties? Get in my car, I got sweeties. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, by the way. Might be wrong. We're giving sweeties out to little children in your Daisy Duster. Might be frowned upon. Uh, oh dear. I think we've hit our limit here, Mick, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm done, mate.
Are you done, lad?
Yeah.
Oh, lad. Denny, I want Denny just to literally pop in dead quick with how much fuel he does a month. Come on, Denny. Give me your petrol consumption, lad. Willie, I'm finishing now, Joe. No, mate, I'm joking. Denny in his hearse. No, Denny drives a Dacia Duster, Martin. Don't be giving out sweets on Uber Team. Imagine that. All right, mate, you going to school? Sorry to let you in an awful car. Would you like some Haribo? I licked the sugar off for you, though, buddy. Don't you like Tantastics? No. There you go, buddy. 300. If you're a full-time Uber driver, mate, you ain't doing 300 quid a month in fuel. No chance, lad. No chance. You don't do 300 quid a month in fuel. I don't believe you. No chance, mate. Unless you do like 3 days a week. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, mate. Look, Mick's give up. Mick's even left. Then he doesn't get it. No, mate. Oh, a full electric for the doing hard trade. If you can charge it home, is the way forward, man. Here's the way forward. 5 days. So you do 5 days a week. And you do 300 quid.
Come
so you
on,
do less
Denny.
than 100 quid a week in fuel. Well, fair play to the Duster then.
I mean, the Duster's not
Don't
too
know.
bad. It won't be that bad on Tingy, but
No, little thing like that. Probably weighs about 6 grams, doesn't it? It's all plastic in it, like one of those type cars you used to get as a kid. You know, with the yellow top and the red body.
yeah.
Right, Mick, we calling it quits, lad? Oh, we
Aye.
are. Guys, 100 quid a week. No, fair enough. Benny, I'm only messing with you, mate, honestly. Just do us a favour, though, lad, for all your customers. When your finances up, don't get a new one. Dacia Duster. Now, what's your one, Mick? That's dead popular on Delta. You see it all the time. It's not the Duster, is it? Logan. The Dacia Logan. Have you seen them ones? It's like in the state. Every time I look at it, I just balk a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I just, like I said, I've said this in the past. Yeah, the Logan is horrific. It is the Logan, isn't it? Hello, mate. I have a question. In your opinion, guys, is it worth working taxi drivers with rent car? I'm interested, but I do not have the capital to buy a car for the moment. Americano, I don't know if that's your name, Americano. I don't know if I said it right. I'm actually doing a video this week comparing sell and buying. And it's a really interesting video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and all that jazz. Plug-in is my next car. Fair play to Denny boy. Fair play to you. But yeah, what Daisy Duster plug-in? I'll do a video just for you, Matty, showing off how many cases I can put in the boot. Not really that ass, to be honest, Danny. If you tag me, I'll watch it. If you tag me, but I won't be that ass, to be honest. Because I've never considered one. But yeah, I can imagine being half decent though. Bum, 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 bum. Right, we done, Mick? This is just getting we're chatting, but it's an hour and 20 minutes. I've got to chop this up and make TikToks after this. Right,
Good
guys,
saying,
listen,
20
everyone
minutes
who's
will be done.
watching on the line, make sure you go check out Scouse Aviation. He flies planes as a hobby.
I should have changed that, to Scout Simulation, because I'm now playing car mechanic.
Mick, have you changed your job already?
No, I'm still
What's that?
doing my flying, but I'm not doing it as much.
Right, so Scouse Simulation.
No, I
That'll
haven't
cover any
changed
game
it.
you play in the morning.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well, you can't really play shooters, can you?
Well, you can't GTA, you're simulating killing people and robbing people
Yeah, but I don't play GTA anymore. That's one
and getting
thing I am.
passes, you know what I mean?
But
Red Dead, you can simulate being a cowboy. Dickie, great live, guys. Thank you. Pronounce Dacia, not Dacia. Not very bothered, Greg. Thanks for the comment, though. Would have won Series B for any good? Yes, if you're picking up dwarfs. Listen, guys, thanks very much for watching, tuning in. It's been emotional. As per usual, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and all that jazz. Go to drivermatty.com. All things Driver Matty. Benny, thanks for inputting Vicky and a few others that's been involved. DB Executive, thanks for all the roses and likes and all that jazz. But I'll catch you all later. We're going to stay live on TikTok for now, just as I end and process this. But the YouTube ends when I end the podcast. An hour and 20 minutes, mate. I would have thought Mark would have let us know if he survived, by the way. So we haven't heard from him. He might be dead.
Yeah, he's not typing. It's not good.
He's dead. So, yeah, going forward, just me and Mick, because Mark's dead, probably. I'd be gutted if he died, by the way. And, I made a joke on live.
I know, yeah.
See you soon. Nice one, guys. Ta, Mick, as per usual.